Hey guys, it's CA Lair, and welcome to my brand new Pokemon Top 5 Types series. So basically what this is each week on Sunday, I'm going to do it, I will give you a top 5 of my favorite type. So this week it's the top 5 dark types, next week will be the top 5 fairy types, and so on with all the other types. I'll let you know each week, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm saying, hey, next week is going to be fairy types. So on that fairy type video, I will say next week is this and this and this and this. Now, with these types, they include legendaries. Okay, they can include legendaries, and they can also include 6th gen Pokemon as well. Alright? So just keep that in mind. And some Pokemon may appear on 2 videos. So, like, if they have a dual typing, say Grass Dark, like Shiftry, my favorite Pokemon, he could be in the Grass type top 5 and the Dark type top 5. You know what I'm saying? Alright, dual typings, they could appear twice if they're good enough. If they're good enough. Otherwise, I will just pick what I think of them more as. Like, if there's Crawdaunt and I think of him more as a water type, then I'll put him into the water type if I don't think he's good enough to be dark and water. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Alright, so let's get started. In the number 5 position, we have Absol. Absol's pretty cool. It's pure dark. It has abilities are Pressure or Super Luck. I prefer Super Luck just because that's amazing, especially with Psycho Cut. Just saying. And his gender could be 50-50, male or female. So, I mean, I like it. I mean, he's not like super amazing, but he's very good in attack, and I really like that. I really do. And I like that he's kind of mysterious. Like, he's kind of rare, you know what I'm saying? And I like that. Number 4 is Mandibuzz from the 5th gen Unova, and it's the dark flying type, and it has big pecs or overcoat for an ability. And its gender is 100% female. So I think that's pretty interesting. I always like when there's kind of like things like that, like, oh, it could only be this, or it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I really like its design. It's 5th gen. I love 5th gen. And it's kind of like the new Honchkrow. And personally, I like Mandibuzz better than Honchkrow, just based on design. I know Honchkrow is better stat-wise, but I just like Mandibuzz, and it's pretty defensive, so that's pretty cool. Because you don't get many defensive flying types. So Mandibuzz being that, I really like that. Number 3 is good old Zorua. I love Zorua. Now, it's just a pure dark type, and it's actually 87.5% male, which is very interesting because Zorua looks more female. So I find that pretty cool, and its ability is illusion, so it could kind of mess with people, be like, oh hey, I'm gonna send in my skunk tank, but then it's actually a Zoroark or a Zorua, so that's kind of cool. And I don't know, I just really love Zorua. I mean, I just love it. I would love to have that thing as a pet. It's like very cute, and it's like, I mean, it's cute, but it's not like Skitty cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like it could be pretty strong. Where Skitty is kind of like, oh, okay, that thing's too much of a baby. I don't even want to hit it. But Zorua, it looks like you might want to attack it. It looks like it could be fierce, and I really like that, and I would love to have that as a pet. And it's just awesome, and I just love Zorua. I just love Zorua. It's amazing. Number 2 is my favorite Pokemon. Now, I know what you're saying, like, hey, it's your favorite Pokemon, why is it number 2? You'll see in a minute. So, it is a Grass Dark type, both of my favorite types combined. That's awesome. And its abilities is Chlorophyll or Early Bird. And, yes, Shiftry. Amazing, I love it. Both my favorite types, just like I said. And his stats are pretty cool, but I mostly like him because of his design. I mean, it's just cool. Like, look at those leaves and his hair, and It's just awesome. It's just awesome. It's kind of like one of those things, like, you can't explain why you like it. You just do. Now, like I said earlier, I can include legendaries. Alright, so my number one favorite Dark-type Pokemon is Darkrai. Now, Darkrai is my favorite Pokemon in general. Out of every single sprite that they made, Darkrai is my favorite. Shiftry is just my favorite non-legendary favorite thing. You know what I'm saying? Not including Legends, Shiftry is my favorite, but including out of all the sprites ever made, Darkrai is my favorite, and he's super strong too, so I could have that to back it up. Dark Void, if Darkrai gets you asleep, you cannot beat it. He will use Dark Void, he will eat your dreams. With Dream Eater and Bad Dreams, he could Dark Pulse you, and his special attack is amazing, and he's pretty defensive, and his speed is amazing. So you cannot say that Darkrai is not amazing. He's pure Dark type, ability Bad Dreams, he's genderless, which I think he should be male. Since Cresselia, his counterpart, is female, I think Darkrai should be male. Male and female, Darkrai, Cresselia. But you know, whatever, genderless, it's alright, I don't care. And yes, he's amazing. He is amazing, and his movie is awesome. And Darkrai, my number one favorite Dark-type Pokemon. So, there you go, that wraps up the top 5 Dark-type Pokemon. And next week, just like I said, will be the top 5 Fairy-type Pokemon. So that, as you know, will be all 6th gen. And, yes, it should be pretty cool. And I didn't mention this, but they each will have their own background. So, like, you see this background in the colors, it's kind of like dark, you know? So next week, Fairy, it's going to be different. It's going to be more pink and girly and all that stuff to resemble Fairy. And then if I do, like, water, it'll be all watery themed and all that. So I think that should be pretty cool. And, I think it'll be good. Alrighty, so, again, I'm going to do these every Sunday, so I will see you next Sunday when I do my top 5 Fairy-type Pokemon. I will see you next time, guys.